Do you have a set of computer skills that you wish you can get paid for? Do you have so much creativity inside of you that if only you had it on a computer, you could get paid for it? Well, Bittensor is doing just that, and they want to reward you for your creativity. Let's get to it. Welcome back to Crypto Strategies with Chris. My name is Chris. Today we will go over Bittensor and how it can become the #1 decentralized AI platform and its price prediction and my strategy on what I plan to do with the Tau token. Alright, so on CoinGecko you can see that Bittensor is $399, which is pretty high. Yes, it is high, but if you were to check out its market cap, you can see it's only sitting at a 3.2 billion market cap, which is still very low, especially with AI, because we believe that it has a lot of room to explode in this coming bull cycle. So it's not too bad. I kind of like it. The scarcity, you can see the max supply is 21 million, but right now circulating it's only 8.2 million tokens. So that's very good, because as this grows, if it even gets to 10 billion and the scarcity of this token, the price value just pops up. So to me, it's well worth it. I believe this can definitely grow. The market cap can grow pretty easily. So can this price. So what is Bittensor? Bittensor builds on these ideas by creating a platform where people can design many decentralized markets called subnets for different digital resources like computing power, storage, data, and artificial intelligence. These subnets all connect to the same blockchain and use a single token system, making them part of one big happy decentralized AI platform. Now, Bittensor is powerful, but it's also very tricky to use because it doesn't exactly tell the computers what to do. Instead, it creates a market where people are rewarded for providing useful things like data, storage, or machine learning results. Bittensor doesn't care how these things are created. It just pays for them if they were useful. Now, this approach is pretty clever because it allows people all around the world to figure out creative ways to contribute to the network. Bittensor doesn't control every computer, and it doesn't build. That's where people and companies, that's what they are meant for. This flexibility allows the system to grow and use lots of resources without being limited by one fixed method. Imagine Bittensor is like a global online farmer's market. Instead of food, it's looking for two things: machine learning results, like answering questions or making predictions, and data storage, like saving files. Bittensor doesn't grow crops like build computers or models. What it does, it creates a market so that people can bring over their crops to sell. The market doesn't tell farmers how to grow their crops. Some may use traditional farming like old computers, while others may use advanced hydroponics, cutting-edge AI models. All that matters is the quality of what they bring to the market. And here's another example. Alice runs a computer that can train machine learning models. She connects her computer to Bittensor and lets it process useful tasks, like generating smart responses to questions. The network rewards her with tokens because her results are good. Bob, on the other hand, he has a lot of storage in his computer. So he connects to Bittensor so that other people around the world can use his storage. And he is also being rewarded Bittensor for his storage. This open approach means thousands of people, each with their own tools and skills, can join and contribute in unique ways. Bittensor doesn't micromanage, it just rewards good work. So now that we got a little basic summary of Bittensor, let's go ahead and go over some current news. So you can see this news. DCG, which is Digital Currency Group, launches UMA to fuel decentralized AI innovation with Bittensor. As we scroll down, Digital Currency Group has unveiled UMA, dedicated to accelerating startups building decentralized intelligence projects using Bittensor's infrastructure. You can see here, just like Bitcoin revolutionized transparent, borderless money, we are now entering an era of decentralized intelligence. UMA provides startups and enterprises with the resources to deploy innovative ideas on Bittensor, creating a transformative AI platform accessible to all. According to the firm's statement, the move is a strategic foray into converging crypto and artificial intelligence, two sectors poised for exponential growth. And you can see right here, Grayscale, they're another big company, another DCG parent company, launched a decentralized AI fund in July that tracks cryptos such as Tau. Less than 1 month later, the asset manager created a trust fully focused on Tau, as the company believes Bittensor is at the center of advanced decentralized AI. So now let's go over price prediction and where I think the price could end up. And this article was made in January 22nd. Bittensor Tau price prediction. So let's just go over their price predictions where they think it may be. They say here a decent ROI of 5x to 10x can be expected from the Tau token by the end of 2025 if you accumulate this crypto by following the DCA strategy. The Bittensor AI crypto could see substantial growth in 25 due to several key factors like increased AI integration across mainstream industries, technology enhancements, and strategic partners. And they did draw a little graph, as you can see here. They think the lowest price that Tau can hit this year is 400. The max price is 5,000, which would be awesome. I would be very happy if it hit 5,000. And you can see this little guideline, January. I mean, they're kind of close. You can see right here, we're just a little under 400 right now, but it's bouncing in this range. It would have been nicer if it stayed around here, but we're doing okay about right here. And then you can see all the way up until summer. You can see by May, they're thinking about 1,200 to 2,000. That would be awesome too, but once the summer comes, I don't think it's gonna be this price. Crypto, Bitcoin usually dumps during the summer. So Bittensor is not exempt. I believe it's going to dump too. The only way I can see it ranging at this price during the summer is if by May it shoots up all the way to like 3,000. And then it gets a 50% drop down. That's the only way I can see it being these numbers. But then they do say in August it's going to hit at 800, September 700, and then slowly build back up to 2,500. Now I believe this because there is another theory that Bitcoin's top isn't going to be in Q1 or Q2 of 25. That's actually going to be in Q4 in the October-November range. And this is where Bittensor has another shot up. So that's where they're getting these prices. So I'm going to be a little conservative. I think Tau can hit anywhere between 1,500 and it can go as high as 4,500. I'm being a little conservative just because, and I know it's a big range, but we got to be safe and we got to make sure we at least dollar cost average out of this coin so that way you gain your profit versus waiting for the top or for whatever reason it just jumps dramatically. You don't really want to take that chance. So make sure your dollar cost averaging out so that you get your profits. Now for my strategy, I do have a different strategy than most. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for Nineveh's conference. You can see right here, Nineveh GTC is coming back to San Jose on March 17th through the 21st, 2025. Join thousands of developers, innovators, and business leaders to experience how AI and accelerating computing are helping humanity solve our most complex challenges. So let's look at the chart. This happened again in last year around March 18th. You can see right here around March 10th, it had hit a high of about $699. It had a little bit of a dump. People were selling, but then the conference began March 18 and it hit 717. So I believe a lot of excitement. It took like, 3 months? It started in January. It was in January 12th. It hit 200. And so the excitement's starting to build and build and build. Now, I believe this is where we are right now. We're in January. They're going to have another conference in March. I believe history will repeat. So I want to make sure I'm at least dollar cost averaging out before this event happens. Because as you can see, the March 18, it happened and then a sell-off started happening. It was kind of buy the rumor, sell the news kind of event. So that's just one of my strategies with Bittensor. I'm going to be selling probably 70%, 80%. I'm not too sure, but it's going to be around that range. I will keep a little bit, but I'm going to sell the majority of it before this conference. Now, I do have a riskier strategy that I'm going to do also, and this is what it has to deal with. Is because of the halving that Bittensor is going to have. You can see on talstats.io that the first halving is scheduled to be December 5th of 2025. Now, the same way Bitcoin has an halving and Litecoin, usually the price starts to rise up before the halving. And then once the halving happens, it starts to rise down as well. Now, Bitcoin, usually that's good because it's going to definitely go back up. Litecoin, on the other hand, their halving, was price shot up, but then it quickly fell back down. Bittensor, I believe it may do the same thing. Yes, it's exciting. Yes, the rewards are going to be less. But whenever this halving does begin, we are kind of starting the bear market, and nothing's going to be able to withstand, no hype, no whatever. Whenever Bitcoin is starting to go down, everything will go down with it. So my risky plan is to sell about 70 to 80% before that conference in March. And then I'm going to buy back hopefully as low as possible during the summer or August or September, whenever Bittensor is hopefully around 1,800, whatever, because it's going to go down. And then I'm going to wait for the halving to begin, let people get excited, and then let it rise up, and then I'm going to sell. That is my strategy. It's very risky. Sticking with strategy 1 of just selling before the conference, that one's safer. But if you want to try to maximize your gains, you got to take a little more risk, but not financial advice. This is just something I'm considering to do. One of the things you need to know about the halving is this. Tau is a bit different from Bitcoin in that it is the total token issuance rather than the block number, which is used to determine the exact point the halving occurs. Recycling of Tau was also implemented to return Tau tokens spent on miners. Registration to the pool, which effectively delays the date of the halving event. So what that is saying is that the day of the halving can be delayed. You can see right here, it says December 5th. When I first saw this, it said November 30th. And then I saw it again, it said December 3rd. Now it says December 5th. So if you wanted to, you can go to bittensor and you can check out this countdown for the first Bittensor halving. And so you got to make sure everything's good. I hope that December 5th, I really hope this day gets shorter into November or October, closer to when Bitcoin is hitting its all-time high. Because whenever you go away from it, too far away, it becomes way more riskier. Thing turns into January or February, then I probably won't really take that risk. I don't know. It won't be. I think the price in March, a Nineveh conference, will be higher. The price then will be higher than this right here. I don't know. I'm not sure. It's just no one knows for sure. It's just something you gotta wager, something you gotta see, hey, what's gonna most likely happen. So I hope this day stays a lot closer to Bitcoin's all-time high instead of getting into the year 26. So I hope you enjoyed this video today. Let me know what you think about Bittensor Tau. Is it the next decentralized #1 AI platform? Or is my strategies, are they too wild? Is it too conservative? Let me know, make a comment down below so we can talk about it and we can strategize on what should we do? Because we're all in this together, we're all trying to make money, and let's just see what we can come up with. Press that like button, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now, friends.